dignity, and patriotism of military service. When you serve, your families serve too. That's why supporting the physical, social, and emotional health of our military families is a national security imperative. And the leadership here at Mildenhall understands this too. In preparation for our visit, Colonel Pan Anand wrote this about you, and I quote, "You may be familiar with the term military dependence, but I will tell you over the past 15 months, it became abundantly clear just who exactly was depending on whom. Our military families, already versed in sacrifice, are the true unsung heroes," end quote. And the Colonel is right, you are heroes, and you're Commander-in-Chief, and I believe that as well. And that's why supporting you is so personal to us and one of my top priorities. Through our White House initiative to support military families called Joining Forces, we're going to work on military spouse employment and entrepreneurship, make sure that you can get quality child care when you need it, and provide the education that your children deserve. Finally, no one has more strength and grit and resilience than our military families, but you can't do this alone. We have to help you carry this weight by improving access to mental health resources, ensuring everyone can put food on the table, and supporting caregiving families and survivors. Joining Forces will expect every government agency to step up and be a part of this effort. We are going to make sure that the families of our service members and veterans, caregivers, and survivors have what they need to survive, to thrive. Our military is a community bound together by love. Love for our country, love for the men and women who serve beside you, your husbands and wives, your moms and dads, and love for the communities that you build together. And it's our obligation to match that devotion. May God bless all of you, our troops, and their families. And now, I'm excited to welcome our next speaker, someone who is so familiar with what it means to be a part of a military family, Sydney Glasscock. Sydney, I know growing up as the child of 2 service members comes with challenges, but it's also helped you to become the person you are today, someone with a broad and beautiful perspective of the world who is able to weather change and uncertainty. I hope that you know how special you are, and we are so grateful for your and your family's service. So, Sydney.
Thank you, Dr. Biden, for the introduction, all the support you've shown for our military families, and your amazing words tonight. Let's give her another round of applause. Good evening. I'm Sydney Glasscock. and as a military child for my whole 14 years, I can appreciate what the words military family really mean. With both my parents actively serving in the military, my mom is a command chief, and my dad currently deployed, I understand that military family involves more than just my family unit, but rather everyone in this room. Even if those of us here tonight don't share the same last name or bloodline, we always step up for one another at any given time. That's what makes each of you so special. That's what defines us as a military family. And that's what makes me incredibly proud to share this community with our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Hello, Mendenhall. Colonel, thank you for that introduction and your service leading this team in such a difficult time. Because we know that there's a whole family who serves. I also want to thank Melissa. I know your next assignment as U.S. Transportation Command starts soon. So congratulations and thank you, thank you, thank you. And Sydney, you're 14 years old. When I was 14, if you, please, at ease. I keep forgetting I'm president. When I was 14 years old, I would have been, I mean this sincerely, scared to death to stand up in front of a microphone with a large crowd or a small crowd. See, when I was a child, I used to stutter badly. For real. I had great difficulty speaking in front of other people. And so I expect that when you're president, you'll remember me. You'll remember me. You're really quite a polished young woman. Thank you. You know, it's got to be hard to have your dad deployed in Afghanistan, and I also know how proud you are of him and your mom, Chief Master Sergeant, for being part of the leadership team here. Our son, Bo, served as a U.S. attorney for a while in Kosovo for a while. As a matter of fact, they erected a war monument to him. And then he went on, he joined the National Guard, gave up his job as Attorney General of the state of Delaware so he could go with his unit to Iraq for a year. And when he got promoted to Major, I said, Bo, you're now a field-grade officer. I was in and out of Iraq and Afghanistan about 28 times. And I said, you're now a field-grade officer. He said, Dad, I have no illusions. I know who runs the military, Chief Master Sergeants. So I just want you to know we know, okay? Thank you for your incredible dedication and service. And, you know,